I know I'm not the only one who was woken up from a nightmare where I was getting kidnapped and my parents never found me. I didn't get to see my friends. I didn't get to see my family anymore. Well, the book I'm going to tell you about is actually a real autobiography, nonfiction, true crime book of a woman getting kidnapped when she was a little kid. And she was in captivity of her kidnapper for 18 years until she was found. Her name is Jaycee Dugard. It's available in our library. She was kidnapped by Philip Gardero and his wife when she was walking to the school bus one morning. And she was with him for 18 years. And a lot of crazy stuff happened to her in those 18 years that she was held captive with Philip and his wife. She lived in his backyard in his music room. And there's a lot of different ways she explained the different rooms she stayed in. Also, a lot of things happened to her. She had kids and a lot of other things. Philip was on probation for a while, and his probation officer would come to the house. Cops would come to the house. They would go out in public, and nobody ever noticed that it was Jaycee because she had been gone for so long. Her parents continued to look for her while she was 18 years until she finally got found. She did get reunited with her family. One way this book really touched me is it made me open my eyes to reality. Like, people actually do get kidnapped and people actually go through that. It's just not on the movies. It's in real life, and it made me be a lot more aware of my surroundings because after reading that book, like, it was just so eye-opening about the experience this girl went through while being kidnapped. And I know I would never want that to happen to me. So I've been a lot more aware of my surroundings, and it was just very eye-opening. It's worth 10 AR points, so it's worth the read. You get most of your AR points out of it. It literally took me a day to read because it's so interesting, and you just have to sit down and read it all at once. And it's a 5.2 reading level, so it's really easy read. It's not too difficult to understand or anything. I don't think I've ever met a person who's read this book who didn't like it. Everyone has, like, it's just so eye-opening and so crazy to see her perspective of actually getting kidnapped. I really recommend this book to anybody and everybody.